2, 1.
I was 20 years old and looking for a job. I took the fast lane west out of Omaha with a 3-legged blue-tick hound on the shotgun side. I heard there was work on the southern border and the weather sounds nice down in old Sonora. So one day I loaded up and took a little ride. I stopped a few times along the way just to see if I could rent a decent place to stay. That all that I could find was trouble every place I go. Too much beer and too much whiskey and hanging around was looking mighty risky. So I thought that it was best to keep my ties rolling down the road. It was getting pretty late and maybe early in the morning when I started picking up a front of kind of warning on my dashboard crossband 2-wave ham radio. I figured there was trouble with the new train. See what
Dude, are you full yet?
Oh,
That'll be enough.
And I was just a young and amateur operator, but I tuned in as best I could what was being told. Said anybody out on Interstate 80, if you're anywhere west of the town of Brady, you best listen close to what I say. Cause there's 2 big rigs and they're racing across Nebraska, hauling pipe tobacco out of South Kakalaka. And if you've got any sense, get out of the way. Cause he's holding close and he keeps on fighting, and I got a full 2 weeks pay ride and no intentions of slowing down. But if you just put it steady on the center line and we come by on either side, it'll be all too easy to cruise right around. That sounded like the kind of thing I'd hate to interrupt. Besides, you can't make that kind of shit up, so I'd have put my rig right over on the double line. You know that I could hardly believe it myself when I heard the engine moving like a bat out of hell, and I saw those double headlights coming from behind. Well, there was one on the left shoulder, one on the right, with the hammer down, holding on tight, and you could feel them shaking as they're rolling by. And then they were gone just as fast as they came, and if you got any sense, you get out of the way, cause won't nothing come between those boys and that state line. Percentage that I'd have come upon them in a pile of flaming wreckage, but I never saw another soul for the rest of that night. And that kind of scheme struck me kind of desperado, but if they burned out, it was somewhere in Colorado. So 10-4, good buddies, and I'll see you on the other side.
Buddy, get your breakfast. Come on, get your breakfast now. Come on now. There you go. Send her home. Good boy.